Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And what the Friday?
What the Friday?
Paul, what's going on, man?
It's Friday. We look forward to this day for many reasons.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. I'm really thankful this morning that we've come to Friday. I'm thankful for life, of course, as always, and the fact that we get to be here with our lovely audience this morning. Mm-hmm. And wherever you are, I'd like to wish you a warm and blessed Friday morning. I pray that this start to your day is going well, and as I usually say, if it's not, I hope that things pick up a little bit throughout the course of the day, and the sunshine brings some sunshine in your life.
Well, you don't have to request too much because it's been hot and sunny all week, Paul.
I sat down last night and I thought about that, how it is that we have not seen or experienced rain, at least here in Belize City, for the past several weeks.
Right.
And you don't keep track day to day to day. All you feel is the heat. But after a while, you begin to question, when last we experienced rain? And then you begin to think about all the different people that relies on the rain. Yeah. And then you begin to say, man, this is bigger than just no rain. This is farmers. Yeah. This is people that have like these old traditional water systems that relies on rain to capture water when they don't have wells or pump. And I said, man, it's been a while for real. And then I remember the government of Belize had issued a statement about an extended drought and support to farmers. So I was just there thinking last night, and yes, we're headed into June, but it's been a while, Sab. Yeah. It's been a while since we got some rain.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, we did anticipate that it would be a drier season. We know that with the El Nino, we might be hoping for some rains. But as far as my understanding is, it's expected to be more hot than anything. And so this is something that I think we've been talking about for the better part of last month even. But I want to jump into perhaps some more celebratory news. Yes, Paul, because today is also an important day, guys. It's Teacher's Day. And I don't know how Paul never lead with that. His wife is a teacher. Yeah. Paul is like, eh.
No, because I know we'll talk about it, right?
So. But I've been seeing online, right? For most of this week, teachers being highlighted, and I always love when Teachers Day come around because you get to kind of share some appreciation, some personal stories of the teachers that have impacted your life. For other people who might have grown up with teachers in their families, whether you had a mom for a teacher or a dad for a teacher. I know I had an aunt for a teacher. In Paul's case, his wife is a teacher, and so there's a special place in your heart for them and for that profession, at least for me. And so we also want to say a huge happy Teachers Day from us here at OIE. And really, we want to spend some time to talk about that this morning as well. And so you guys know that on Fridays, the phone lines are open. And so you get an opportunity to call in to give a teacher shout out. You can even send us some photos of maybe teachers in your life. If you have a picture of yourself with a teacher, or if you know a teacher that you'd like to give a personal shout out to with a photo, you can do so. The number to text is 670-6068 to send that photo and a personal message. But if you'd like, you can also call us at 280-0016 to actually call in and share your thoughts on the air as well.
Yeah, so as we gear up for that conversation, we look at some of what we have lined up for the entirety of this morning, Sabrina. So we'll spend the first segment of the show hearing from you all, and we want to hear some stories about teachers.
Do you have any personal stories worthy of sharing?
Of course. We want to hear some stories from you about teachers. We want to hear a bit about who was a teacher that impacted your life, or perhaps left an imprint that created the career path in your mind that you're now in or you're headed towards. You could send us those pictures as well. Also want to hear from some teachers, talk a bit about the challenges that the profession still faces, and perhaps some of the advancements that we've made in the teaching profession and in the classroom over the course of the last few years. And then when we're finished with the call-in segment, we're going to jump into the Carnival 2026 launch. Right? So the Belize Carnival officially launches ahead of the celebration season, and I understand there's a huge event coming up, and so we will have representatives from at least 2 to 3 organizations joining us on set, or bands joining us on set, to talk about the launch of Carnival 2026. And then in our third conversation, it's all about yoga in the park, supported and sponsored by the Belize City Council. So we'll have them in to talk about that event, and of course they'll be inviting us out to come on and join them for a free yoga session. And last but certainly not least, the hosts will be competing against each other. I guess that's yourself and myself in a TikTok host challenge. Right? And this morning the game was being explained to me, and I think one of the things our viewers definitely want to stay locked into is the fact that this game comes with a prize and a punishment. Right? The prize is you don't get to embarrass yourself on
a prize is, our producer said, coffee
the stakes
or
increase.
matcha. I'm throwing that in.
All right. So the prize is a coffee of choice. I like my coffee priced at $20 and up, just so you know.
$18.
Yes. And so your prize or a punishment, the loser has to dance
for a
on
minute.
live TV for a minute.
Any song of the producer's choice.
Yeah, so this is really What the Friday. I know you're thinking it, and so we're saying it. And that's what we have lined up for you all this morning. But let's jump into the conversation, Sabrina, about teachers. And we want those comments. We want people in the chat to really share some memories that they have. You could send that WhatsApp message. That number again is
670-6068. That's the phone number.
Oh, that's the phone number to send the WhatsApp.
the picture and the message. To call in, it's our regular line, 280-0016. Before we go into our personal stories, I want to say good morning to some of the folks commenting right now. I see Mish saying, morning folks, how you guys doing this blessed Friday? I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Mish. And how are you doing? It's the weekend. Good morning, Esther, as well. She said, good morning, GBM family. Good morning to you. I see Francisco Madrid saying good morning, Belize. Good morning as well. I see Tyler Smith on. I see Wilbert Zelaya saying good morning, Sabrina and Paul. Yes, what the Friday. All open your eyes, and Greater Belize media staff and all viewers from home and abroad. Do have a wonderful day despite where you are. God bless. Now, let's jump into some of the stories, right? So I grew up around family teachers. My aunt was a teacher. She's a retired teacher. I have some cousins that are teachers as well. I have a sister, one of my older sisters, Chloe. She's a teacher. She makes teaching look fabulous, right? But I also know that there's a level of sacrifice that's involved. When I was younger, every summer I know that teachers would go about kind of refreshing their classrooms and coming up with new themes and whatnot. And my Aunt Marie, she was known as Teacher Garbut at her school. She really took that seriously. And so she would go and like put her classroom into different like jungle themes and like to bring like real like bush in a class. And we have to go and we all have to get involved, right? If the class to get paint, we to paint. If the class to get clean, we to clean. And that's like a summer thing. And so, you know, there was a part of my childhood where that was really fun. And I found it exciting. And then there was another part growing up where I realized, oh, wow, this is a lot of work. And they're doing this all on their own, you know. And now in my professional adult years, there's also a different perspective that I have now because I'm able to understand even more of the sacrifice that's involved. You know, looking back at my aunt as a retired teacher and some of my other family members who are still active in the profession, but also sitting down and interviewing teachers as well. I just did a story last week at Stella Maris, and I have such a new sense of appreciation and respect, really respect for the teachers who work in special needs. One of the things that I did not know was that the teachers at Stella Maris, and I imagine any special needs teacher, aside from teaching lessons to these children, Paul, they have to groom these children as well. Early in the morning, they would be combing these kids' hair, ensuring that they're well kept, they're groomed. In cases of kids that come to the school compound and they're not able to use the restroom on their own, some of these kids come with diapers on, these teachers would be changing them. If there's a mess made, these teachers would be bathing them. And that's something that they're doing just because it's a part of the job. They don't get paid extra to do that, Paul. And it really left me with a new sense of respect. Aside from, you know, just the job itself, knowing that it's challenging on its own, I think there are moments like that where you really realize that it takes a special type of person to step into professions, and teaching is definitely one of them. Every single profession that we have, every single career path that we would have had, comes from a teacher, comes from someone teaching us something. And so I hope that today we can honor those teachers who have guided us in our respective paths. I have several teachers who have really shaped and molded me into the professional that I am now, aside from my family and people who I've walked alongside, but I definitely want to give them shout outs throughout the course of the morning as well. How about you, Paul?
Yeah, so I think one of the questions that we have on the table this morning is whether or not teachers are receiving enough respect in today's society. And that's a very important question to ask, because then it speaks to how we view teachers as a society and where we place teachers, perhaps, if you would, in the profession ladder, right? You have some people that will perhaps place teacher way at the bottom. You have some that will perhaps place them at the middle. And then you have those that might say teachers deserve to be at the highest level in terms of respect. Way up there with ministers, and we put ministers way up there, right? So yeah, so we up there with ministers and even the prime minister to an extent. Yeah. And one of the realizations I came to yesterday, just in answering that question, one of the realizations I came to yesterday was, well, over the course of the last few weeks, was how important education is, especially primary education to our Caribbean region. Yes. Like, we really take education seriously, and we really take educating our children seriously. And I don't think we realize how serious we take it. The same influencer that we were talking about the other day, I Show Speed, he traveled the Caribbean. He didn't visit Belize, but he traveled the Caribbean. and he was out mostly during the daytime. And one of the things he pointed out, which was eye-opening to me because I knew it, I see it every day, but I take it for granted. One of the things he pointed out, which he's traveled to dozens of countries, and he pointed this out for the Caribbean. He recognized that there's more schools in the Caribbean, at least from his vantage point, than he's seen in any other country that he's traveled.
Oh, wow.
So, in fact, he expressed surprise in seeing more schools so close to each other than anywhere else in the Caribbean. He questioned how is it that there's so many students and so many children going to school in the Caribbean, and he then concluded that the Caribbean region takes education serious and takes educating its children serious. And I began to think about it, and I said, you know what? That is so true.
Yeah.
Across Belize even, children are going to school. It's by law, it is mandatory for children at a certain age to be in school. And who holds that all together? It's the ones who work at these schools.
Yeah.
It's the teachers, it's the principal, it's the administration. This profession is, in my view, such an important thread in the fabric of society. One would even argue that it is the thread that holds the fabric of society together, in that without teachers, there wouldn't be this level of schooling, there wouldn't be this level of education. When it comes to whether or not they had this picnic and they receive it or appreciate, then our whole different conversation, and I'm sure one or two teachers could call in to talk about the challenges.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying here is that the teaching profession is such an important part of our society, and without even realizing it, many days we drive past schools, we drive past these children, and we don't think about, man, there are people really that put in work around almost every corner. Right here on our stretch, we have how many schools? 1, 2, 3, 4 schools right here along this stretch, and huge institutions as well. And so this 5 actually, because you think about down that side.
Yeah.
At the corner of the roundabout. I won't start mentioning schools because I'm not, the names will get lost on me. And so whether or not they're receiving the respect, I think the bigger question, my bigger statement is that they should be receiving a respect, and especially today, be celebrated.
Yeah. You know, I really hope that people start sending in their photos and even calling in at this time. I've seen so many things lately as well on social media where teachers have been able to share some of their experiences as well using social media. TikTok, for example, is one of those popular platforms that we've been finding wholesome content, especially with teachers here in Belize. We stumbled upon this one most recently. It was posted on Facebook, though, by a teacher from Stella Maris, and I really want you guys to see it because I think there are parts of the profession where sometimes we tend to forget the relationships that are built with these kids, you know, and we can look back now as adults, and I'm pretty sure you can remember a teacher that has shaped your life, whether it's the advice that they instilled or just some type of moment that you had where you felt seen. And so we want to go to that clip right now and give you guys an idea of just a moment that was shared at Stella Maris. organize that class as well, Paul.
you?
I was there last week. That is room 7, Stella Maris, and the last kid going up was James Ramos. We highlighted him on the bright side last week, Friday. So if you guys want to check that out, you can definitely go back. It honors teachers. It honors the school and what they're doing, the transformation. But I love that,
Yeah, I love that too. I saw that this morning on social media.
It's so
actually.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I also think of your wife Amber and ways that she has poured herself into the profession as well. She's written a book about one of her students too. It really goes to the level of respect, as you were mentioning, that these teachers really deserve. And so we want to go to some of the questions that we have been posing earlier in the conversation. As Paul mentioned, one of the first questions we are asking is, are teachers getting enough respect for their profession? Why or why not? I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments section. I also want to get some other questions rolling, and hopefully you guys can also answer that. You can call in and also share your thoughts too if you don't really want to write it out in the comments section. Here's another question for you. Has or should teachers be expected to act as counselors, mentors, and parents in addition to educators? And that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, the profession, the kind of expectation that comes from the profession, right? When I think of Stella Maris and the ways that the teachers have been doing more, and really it speaks to the story that I highlighted last week. There are so many teachers who have done more even when it was not asked of them. They do more because they develop relationships with these children. They act as counselors, they act as mentors, and in some cases they're coming in and they're giving their own personal money to these kids if they see that they are without. They're providing resources where it's in lacking. But do you think that that's something that is required of them? Do you think that they should be doing that?
And that's a question to put to teachers. I think just based on my experience, any teacher that is passionate about their job and gives their all each and every single day would perhaps rephrase the question and ask themselves and ask it a different way to say, well, do I even have a choice? Right? Do I even have a choice when it comes to being a counselor, when it comes to being a mentor, and even in some cases a parent, in addition to being an educator? And it's interesting because based on my understanding and my experience, in many cases teachers are not only counselors and mentors and guides to children, they're also guides and in some cases mentors to parents.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We have a question for them too. But we have our first caller this morning on the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Happy Friday. Happy what the Friday?
Happy Teacher's Day Friday.
Yes, Happy Teacher's Day Friday as
I
well.
recognize this voice.
You know this voice, how Paul?
I do. Happy Teacher's Day to you.
Thank you so much. I'm calling to contribute to the conversation.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say is what makes a good teacher is a teacher who knows not only to deliver content, but also lends the extra to the students. Yeah. See, when we get 20 to 30 individuals in a classroom, we have to understand that the students need to be learner ready, and some of them might need an extra hug, some might need a little food, some might need to cry on your shoulder, and that's what makes the teacher exceptionally good. When the teacher is able to identify these traits in the students and provide exactly what the particular student needs so that everybody is ready to learn.
Yeah.
Tell me something. What would you say is one of the biggest challenges teachers face in the modern classroom today?
The modern classroom, I would say behavior. See, old school discipline, Paul, is different from these kids and how they're being brought up.
Talk to me a little bit more about old school discipline and how they picnic they get brought up. I don't mean for hold up on the line so long, but
no need for apologies. So old school discipline, if a teacher were to reach out to your parent, you know that you're in big trouble. There's no question about it. You're going to get the ultimate discipline, and you might even get it on campus, and so you'd face embarrassment among your peers.
Yeah.
However, in this day and age, the generation of parents we have, the teacher might be in trouble. And so one of the things that I think needs to improve is the relationship between parents and teachers, so that they're in tandem on what they're saying in terms of discipline.
I want to ask a question really quickly, Paul, because speaking to old school discipline and teachers getting in trouble, I also think of emotional intelligence, which is like the new buzzword right now. Is there a place, would you say, for emotional intelligence in teaching? And if so, what role does that play?
Certainly. And it speaks directly to what I first explained as a good teacher, because the teacher is then able to identify the emotional intelligence needs of the student in her classroom or his classroom. So a teacher needs to be able to read the room, and very often it's not even a word being spoken, but it's by gestures, it's by a child behaving outside of the norm. It's about a child perhaps not responding or participating in class or socializing with the others in their age group. And so the teacher needs to be prepared to read the students in his or her classroom.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your contributions this morning, caller, and keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Paul and Sabrina. Have a good day.
Thank you,
You
and
too.
happy Teachers
Thank you.
Day.
All right, so happy Teachers Day to that caller and to all our teachers. Yeah, that's what we want. We want people that are involved in the profession to give us a call and just share your thoughts on what it is to be a teacher today.
Yeah.
Your experience with a teacher. We have some big ups though.
Yeah, let's jump into them. I know that the opportunity is still there for people to share some photos and messages to our WhatsApp number. That's 670-6068. Let's get those photos up at this time. Our first one coming up, we have a teacher, Miss Jackie Burns, online. Happy Teachers Day to you. That's a fabulous teacher right there. Let's go to the next teacher. Oh, Samson Jacobs! Samson Jacobs is not only a fantastic teacher over at Sadie Vernon High School, he's also an avid viewer of Open Your Eyes. And so this one's a special Happy Teachers Day shout out from us here as well, Samson.
Samson is one of those teachers that he's very dedicated.
Yes, Miss Carrillo. Miss Carrillo has been on the show with us from Belize High School several times. She is also one of the mentors of the debate club over at Belize High School as well. And so happy Teachers Day to you, Miss Carrillo. I remember when she came, I mistook her for a student.
Yeah.
She looks so young and like vibrant, right?
So vibrant.
We have a special, Paul, you give this Teachers Day show too.
What? Where this come from? yes. So happy Teachers Day to my wife, Mrs. Lopez. Yesterday, she was awarded. I don't know if it was by her students. I think it was by her students as the most motherly teacher.
Oh my gosh, I could so see that.
Right? And I told her it's quite fitting that
absolutely.
she received that acknowledgement. And today she gets to rest. And her school isn't necessarily doing any extracurricular activities, so she gets to rest. And I think for a lot of teachers, they appreciate that.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
somebody teacher, they say, no, carry me no more hockey or no way
Right.
today. Just give me the day off.
Yeah.
Make I stay home and sleep later and just relax my mind and I feel good. And so I do hope she gets a restful or has a restful day today.
Absolutely. Happy Teacher's Day to Mrs. Lopez. I love, the extra mile that she has taken as well. I mentioned it earlier. She's written a book about one of her students. I can't remember the student's name, but it was his fascination with riding the electric bus here in Belize
Emery.
City.
Emery Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Emery Paul. What's the name of the book? Emery
Paul and the Big Green Bus.
and the big green bus.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to do that,
Yeah.
Paul. And I really, really admire, teachers that have poured themselves into the profession in that way. And to hear her students giving her that type of feedback, that they feel this type of nurturing presence from her, almost like a mother. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I think
and
it
just
speaks
just
her
to
as a
stick a
person.
plug in there, that's one of 3 books that she's written of for students because she did one with a Down syndrome.
Yes, I remember that
student as
first
well.
one.
And
That was the
then-
first one,
yeah,
right?
that was the first one. Then she's done one with an autistic student. She won a competition, a writing competition with that one. And then now you have this one, and so
7 is bound to be a writer
or a talker.
or a talker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move things along. We are still going to keep the lines and the opportunity open for you guys to share your Teacher's Day shout out. You can call in or you can send a photo and a short message to our cell phone number. That's 670-6068, or you can call our phone lines. As I mentioned, that's 280-0016 to share your thoughts. But we want to move into some other topics. Hopefully we get some time to touch on that. Because I know, Paul, that we had the opportunity yesterday to look really quickly at some of the stories that you were doing on the cost of living, right? But we love when people are able to also call in and share their thoughts. And so hopefully you guys get to take advantage of that this morning, just to continue the conversation on cost of living and stretching your dollar, and how you can do so by shopping at different stores and finding the best prices there.
What I'd like to request is if our producer can pull up the first story that I did in Dangriga, and we kind of could go over it a bit. We could show it to our viewers. It's a short story.
Okay.
We show it to our viewers and could kind of discuss some of the findings coming from that story. I know this was a very impactful story, not only for Dangriga, but for people across the country.
Who are now requesting
Yeah.
for you to do a full
You see,
country tour to shop that shops.
I did not realize how important something like this would be to people. When I went into it, for me, it was just about itching curiosity, if you would, right? Scratching a curious point. And let's.
Well, we have a caller, and then we can continue on that thought. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi.
I'd like to wish all teachers a happy Teacher's Day, and especially my daughter, Janelle Espada Sosa.
Oh,
She taught at Muffles College for many, many years, and she moved on to Corozal Junior College, and she's teaching there. And I think teachers are mothers and fathers for all kids they teach. You know, they give all that love they have to the kids, because like what you said, they need a shoulder to cry upon.
Yeah.
They need a hug to be comforted. They need to be counseled. And I'm proud of my daughter being a teacher.
What would you say is the biggest sacrifice you've seen her make as a teacher?
I think everything they do is a big sacrifice, because sometimes they have to move away from family activities to do their teacher's work. I've seen my daughter come from school, and we have activities. I should go to a room. She say, I have to correct papers. I have to put in grades. I have, and so she would sacrifice family activities to do her kids' job. The school job. So I'm very, very proud of my daughter.
all
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much as well, caller, for giving your daughter a special shout out.
And just to stick a full stop there, Sabrina, on that conversation. it shouldn't be lost on us on Teachers' Day that teachers are still facing a lot of challenges in the classroom. When it comes to morale, that's still an issue in the classroom that a lot of teachers are expressing publicly. When it comes to issues of retention, when it comes to issues of teachers' well-being and teachers' welfare, in some cases when it comes to salaries, when it comes to certain, how you just say, the certain, like let's say you stipends, put it
or
like
incentives,
that, or incentives. I think that's the word I was looking for. You have teachers that work, travel and work to in remote villages that believe and feel as if they're not incentivized enough for the level of hardship they go through. So while it is a day of celebration, it is also a day of reflecting. It's a day of reflecting on the challenges that our teachers face in today's day and age, and some of the advancements that still needs to be made in this profession. And so I don't think we could have this conversation without highlighting some of those real challenges. And the one about behavior, I think that is becoming more and more of an issue in our classrooms. I hear it. I even see it. I don't know where because I say we picnic because I have a child too. When we picnic, they eat or what then they watch or what then they get influenced by. But behaviors are changing in children, and some children are even becoming more rebellious and disobedient, and so it's something worth looking at, and it's something worth studying in terms of the challenges, increased challenges that teachers are facing in the classroom this time. A lot of our teachers are saying, you know what, it's best for me to just pack up my things and move to the U.S. and enroll in one of those overseas programs for teachers than to stay in Belize and face this hardship, which does not match up to some extent with the salary that I'm receiving.
And with some of those very challenges that you've highlighted, I also wonder if the profession is as attractive enough for younger people hoping to make that choice of what their careers will be. That's a question I'd like to actually pose to you guys tuning in right now. Do you find that young people are saying they still want to be teachers, they want to go to school and study primary education, study special education to get in the job force as educators? Is that happening? Why or why not?
What I think, sorry, just sparking another thought, Sabrina, but what I think is that you have young, passionate teachers that go into the job with all this excitement. I'm here to create change. I'm here to maximize all efforts in this career. And then quickly, their energy and the morale begins to dwindle, and they begin to realize, you know what? The call center job might actually better. It might it likely pay better, and I have to deal with a lot of stress, but the hardships that I'm facing in the classroom or within an institution, it cannot compare to what I'll experience at a call center.
I see a commenter saying here, teachers receive commuting allowance of $60 per month for those traveling 11 miles or more. What will that do? That is not even a week's transportation coverage.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things we're talking about there. And then in some cases you have teachers that they have to source their own uniform or funds for their uniforms as well. That's another expense added on to it. Some teachers travel using their vehicles, and I can only speak from what I've observed. Of course, there are teachers out there that can call in and can share some of the ways that the education sector, or at least institutions, the profession can advance from where it is right now to where it needs to be.
I see Keisha Garbut here saying, happy first Teacher's Day to my daughter, Chelsea Myers. Keisha, if you'd like to send a photo of your daughter, you can do so to 67060 That is the WhatsApp number as you were requesting. I also see Michelle Sampson saying, sending happy Teacher's Day to my wonderful and superwoman teacher, Miss Ardette Lewis from St. Joseph's School. We have Romeo Rosado saying happy Teacher's Day to Miss Elda Gutierrez. And other persons, if you'd like to give a Teacher's Day shout out, we have Leticia Riverol saying good morning and happy Teacher's Day to Mr. Ivan Riverol. You guys can do so as well. You can call in, you can send a photo and a Teacher's Day shout out to our WhatsApp number. That's 670-6068. Romeo said, being a teacher should be more of a vocation than a profession.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah, you can expand on that. You should call and share your thoughts on that, Romeo. You can call our number 280-0016. But let's jump into that story that we were talking about earlier, Paul. Producer, do you have the clip at this time? We can quickly highlight that and then jump into the cost of living. Let's go to that now.
How much different are the prices of items from store to store? Today we are in Dangriga town equipped with a grocery list, and we're going to answer that exact question. We're going to go to different stores and we're going to be comparing prices. Tonight we put everyday shopping to the test. We compared the prices of 10 basic household items across 5 grocery stores, and what we found might just change the way you shop. These items include dishwashing liquid, laundry detergent, Fab soap powder, garbage bags, chopped ham, canned tuna, aluminum foil, kitchen towel, baked beans, and Huggies diapers. Item by item, we begin with one of the go-to dishwashing liquid, Action. This is a 400 milliliter bottle.
$2.50 regular, $2.40 VIP, so 10 cents discount.
At Family City Imports, the price is $2.50 a bottle. At the neighboring store, Huang Chen Supermarket, the price increased by 50 cents to $2.95. J-Mart, a much smaller grocery store, also carried the product for $2.95. The Price is Right Supermarket sells the same bottle for $2.75, while New Hong Store carried it at a whopping $3.50, the highest of the 5 stores.
Shop ham here is $4.35.
Of the 5 stores, 2 stores, Huang Chen and The Price is Right, carried the small tin of dark chopped ham for $4.50, the highest of them all. Notably, New Hong recorded the lowest price on this product at $4.25. The price of canned tuna, specifically the Mazatun brand, remained the same across all stores, $2.75. 4 of the 5 stores carried the 1.9 liter bottle of Suavitel laundry detergent. Huang Chen was priced the highest at $7.50, while Family City followed closely behind at $7.25. Coming in at $6.75, the same product at J-Mart was 75 cents cheaper than Huang Chen and 50 cents cheaper than Family City. We also looked at the cost of a can of Heinz baked beans across all 5 stores. We recorded the highest price at New Hong Store, $4.50, 75 cents above the lowest price, $3.75 recorded at J-Mart. All other grocery stores remained below $4 per can. And based on what store you shop at, you will either pay $6.75 for a box of Fan's cornflakes at Family City or $6.25 at New Hong Store. The same applies to a pack of double XL Huggies baby diapers. At Family City, it will cost you $23.75. The same product at The Price is Right comes in at $1.25 cheaper. Notably, Family City and Huang Chen offers VIP prices for members that are a little bit cheaper. Our price comparison shows that while some items remain consistent across stores, others vary significantly, meaning a careful choice of where you shop could lead to real savings. For families stretching every dollar, those differences matter. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
All right, there you have it. That was our first story of really what almost turned into a series, I guess I could say.
Almost. And
Almost.
It can.
And
It has
there
the
really is the
potential
potential,
to-
as Paul said. He also mentioned that there were people saying, come to my district or come to my village and see what the prices are there.
Well, here this morning, they have an opportunity to bring their district or their village to us. Call in and let us know. We don't have a lot of time this morning, but we'd like to encourage you to call in and to tell us what does prices look like in your community at your grocery store, and how do you go about navigating the cost of living when it comes to shopping and buying grocery items? What do you do? What stores do you go to look for this product or to look for that product? How do you navigate this thing? How are you doing it right? How you're pinching your pennies or stretching your dollar? We want you to call in. We've been seeing the comments, people talking, saying, come there. Well, this morning you have a short opportunity to call in and tell us what's happening in your neck of the woods with prices.
One of the questions that one of the topics that we were having while the story was being aired was, have you been able, Paul, to identify if there's a cheaper store of the stores that you've highlighted so far? You've been to Dangriga and then you did one here in Belize City. You know what, at a cheap store? Well, you have the secret? All right, we'll get to that question after, but we have our first caller or our next caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. You're on the line.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Alien, Mr. Paul.
Hi.
Morning. Yes, you have to turn down your TV, my dear. Speak to us over the phone. Don't listen to your television. All right, go ahead. Hi. Caller. Caller, you have to turn.
Mr. Lopez.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
I love your topic for this morning.
Yes.
Teachers.
Yes. Let's hear.
Those teachers are very helpful, useful, because when they stop the teachers from disciplining children in school, that is when the problem really begins. Those teachers were people that control and discipline those children a lot. Since that stopped, they went loose. So I appreciate very much the teachers because I know what problem was through. Discipline doesn't mean just lashing and cruelty. The thing is that when they stop that, they shouldn't have stopped the teachers from disciplining the children. They should have deal with the individual who is cruel to the child. Because from the time they did that, it went loose. So I appreciate and recommend the teachers and love my teachers very much.
Do you have a teacher caller that you would like to give a personal shout out to?
Well, I am right now. I just know Teacher Jones and Teacher. I forget the other one.
That's
All right, that's fine. But we definitely appreciate what you're saying, and it seems that you have had a personal relationship with teaching as well.
Yes, I know what I went through. I know when I was going to school, those teachers disciplined us. They didn't beat us. You see? But none of that is going on. They can't do it because the parents go in and abuse the teachers. So this is where the difference comes in.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
caller.
thanks a lot.
And happy Teachers Day again. We appreciate your thoughts.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you have a good one.
Yeah, again, it goes back to behavior and behavioral issues in school. I don't know about you, Sabrina, but when I'm in a primary school, we used to get lashing still.
I did too.
They used to still lash you in a classroom. And as a primary school student, I remember clearly they had these long wooden rulers. I don't know if they still got them. And there was one instance that still comes back to memory. I was probably in middle division in primary school,
Yeah.
and I was misbehaving, and I received repeated warnings, and this Lee Paul will like get trouble. He's still me get trouble. Well, the teacher called me up to in
Open
front
your
of the
hand.
class. Yes, tell me open your hand and listen. When I don't get lashed 1 or 2 times, it may hurt, but I straighten up. And then time I may feel like because my uncle and the principal I
Oi!
can get to it.
Again, this take me right back to last week Mother's Day
listen,
conversation.
I always feel like I got family in this place.
In a high places,
and
you
they
could get
always tell me, handle the one candle, you smell yourself, you want to be man. And so teachers used to discipline in that manner, and of course times have changed and the conversation
Yeah.
has switched, and what people are arguing or questioning now is whether or not this change is for the better, whether or not it's for the worse.
Yeah, well, we continue to ask those questions. I think, though, I also want to highlight one of the points that the last caller made about relationships that teachers should be having with parents as well, because sometimes there are parents who come in and instead of asking questions and really inquiring about what is taking place in the classroom, if their child or children is misbehaving, they immediately just go in aggressively, right? I think there needs to be a better conversation around the relationships that parents have with teachers. There are some parents who feel like when their kids come home, they shouldn't even talk about no homework, or they shouldn't even have to help for do nothing extra because they go to school for a reason, right? And then there are teachers who feel that they can't do every single thing in the classroom. These kids, they have to come home and they have to do their assignments home as well. And so that's just another conversation that could be had around it.
You could to a degree, can't you to a degree understand the parent's position when a child comes and says, my teacher lashed me today?
Oh, you're speaking of discipline. I'm speaking of everything.
Or homework, everything.
Yeah, I'm speaking of everything because there are parents who come to school and there are kids who are say, I get disciplined because my teacher not like me. But they don't talk about Paul. Paul no, I say what he may do in the classroom back then. He may aggravate another classmate or whatever.
Well, that's why it's important if a teacher is going to discipline a child, in my view, for that communication to be made with the parents as well.
Exactly.
To say, even if it is a letter, a message, hey, your child was giving trouble in class today. We had to undertake some disciplinary action, and just so the parent stays in the loop along with the teacher and the institution, and there's no trouble. But yeah, some parents just outrightly just ready for what all right, tomorrow, and then care phone and video and make big scene, and then that go viral. And
in our days, they never used to do the phone thing though.
When we never got phone for record pan.
All right.
We have some pictures.
Yeah, let's do that. Some quick Teachers Day shout out, and then I'll get to some of the messages and comments here as well.
And then we'll wrap up.
All right, those are just some of the photos that we received earlier today, giving special shout outs to teachers across the country here in Belize. I'll quickly mention some of the comments here as well. Someone saying Happy Teacher's Day to a superwoman, my sister Cherie Salgado from Stella Maris School. We also have another person saying here to my sister Atiliana Cho, Germinia Mendez, brother Rogelio Mendez, and sister-in-law Olga Manzanero, wishing them blessings today and to all other teachers across Belize. Good morning. Please give a shout out to my beautiful daughter who teaches at St. Matthew's Primary School in Pomona. Happy Teacher's Day to you, Mrs. Rena Peters, and all teachers there. Also, special shout out to the teachers of Big Falls RC School in Toledo. Guys, happy Teacher's Day. We appreciate the work that you all are doing. We wish we could give shout outs to everyone tuning in at this time. But we are going to close off now this portion of the show and say thank you to everyone who has been commenting. Still comment further. We're going to be having more topics, but we're also going to jump into our Eye on the Weather at this time. And so, Paul, I'll send it over to you.
Yes, so thank you so much for throwing it over to me, Sabrina. So this for you teachers that are staying at home today, or if you're out enjoying your Teacher's Day on the Keys, on the coast, whatever you're doing, this is your weather update, so you know what to expect. And just generally, everyone out there, it's going to be mostly sunny and warm today. Well, that's what we've been experiencing. Tonight, skies will be clear to partly cloudy. Little to no rain is expected. There'll be something we didn't know. Today's temperatures along the coast is going to be 90 degrees Fahrenheit on the higher end and 80 on the lower end. Inland, man, things stick up inland, 97 degrees Fahrenheit. That feels like 100, 102 in most cases, and 70 degrees on the lower end. And in the hills, it's usually where we get the lowest temperatures, 85 degrees Fahrenheit on the higher end and 66 degrees on the lower end. Let's look at our extended forecast. Tomorrow is Saturday. Welcome weekend. Happy weekend to everyone. Along the coast is 89 degrees and then inland, Saturday along the coast is 89 degrees and then inland is 96 degrees on the higher end. Man, so it's really going to be hot tomorrow inland. So maybe you want to find the coastal community. On Sunday along the coast is 88 degrees and then inland is 95. So 1 degree less usually doesn't make much of a difference. And then on Monday heading into next week, 88 degrees. It looks pretty much the same as Sunday, inland 95. And then on Tuesday, it's just a whole lot more of the same. More sun, more temperatures, 88 degrees along the coast, 95 inland. So you want to be prepared for the extended heat and of course stay hydrated. In terms of our astronomical forecast, the sun rose this morning at 5:20, that's about 2 hours ago, and it's going to set later on at 6:17 p.m. and excuse me, the moon is going to set at 5:19 p.m. and then the moon is going to rise at 4:52 a.m. That's tomorrow morning. And then our marine conditions. We talked about going to coastal communities, finding somewhere that's much cooler. Well, the sea said it's going to be slight, so you don't have to worry about all that chop, swimming or being on the boat or being out at sea. The winds is going to be blowing from east to south at 5 to 15 knots in terms of the tides, something you want to look out for. Today's high is at 8:03 a.m. and then we have a low at 3:26 p.m. and then we have another high at today again later on tonight, that is at 9:49 p.m. and tomorrow's low at 2:47 a.m. And so looking at these temperatures, I'm telling you, it's being along the coast this weekend is really tempting, and you know, I might just find myself somewhere that's way much more cooler than being inland. But what we're going to do right now is send it over back to you, Sabrina, and they're going to lead us into the break.
All right, thank you very much for that, Paul. It sounds like it's going to be a warm weekend, so definitely plan your weekend days around that. We're going to take a quick break now, but when we come back, we are jumping into some wellness activities activities. The Belize City Council encourages wellness with free yoga in the park.
Do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Your security, our top priority. We guard your world with strength and integrity. From home, cars and rentals, business too. We make protection simply easy for you. BB Insurance, trusted and true. Clear policies assured. Fast claims too. No appointment needed. Just swing by. Locations countrywide where peace resides.
BB Insurance. Your security, our priority.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
In the heart of the Canyo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easy for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Welcome back. We are jumping into our next topic of discussion this morning. And as we mentioned, I think we are in an era of wellness, health and wellness. I'm seeing it all over social media, and it's even happening here in Belize, guys. And the Belize City Council is also buying into that and promoting health and wellness with their latest upcoming initiative and event set to take place at Digi Park. It is the Belize City Council encouraging wellness with a free yoga in the park activity. And we have here with us Programs Manager Michael Fritz to tell us more about it. Good morning, Michael, and we're happy to have you here again.
Good morning, and thank you for having me as well.
No problem.
Yeah, so we were just talking about the era of wellness, really, that I think is taking over, you know, all over. At least I'm seeing it around me. But it's exciting because I've seen several different people pop up with different initiatives of having communities or having, you know, people come together for wellness activities, whether it's Pilates or run clubs or even yoga. There are people who want a community, right? And so this latest initiative from the Belize City Council, I think, is timely. I think it's perfect with this new spin that we are seeing of people choosing health and wellness. Let's get into the choice of having this project and why you guys saw it fit.
Well, for us, yoga has not been something new, but it's been something that we have done when it comes to youth programming. So for example, our incubator summer programs, which I'm hoping that in a couple weeks I'm back here, we can discuss.
Yes.
And our other summer programs, it's something that we've been offering from 2022. And the kids have gravitated towards it. Teenagers have gravitated towards it. And we've realized that as a part of our being always about the people, we need to make community initiatives or events that people can come. We've done running, swimming, we've done riding, we've done quite a myriad of other programs. We do our community fairs and so forth. But it's important to reset, to refocus, to relax. And this is where the Yoga in the Park initiative came from. Interestingly, it's something that our sister municipality, Miramar, in Florida, also does. So they also do a Yoga in the Park setting. Ours is a bit different. You know, at the Belize City Council, we are very much about community engagement. So picture it, yoga at 7 o'clock in the morning, the sun is beautiful, you're looking out at the Caribbean Sea at Digi Park.
The water crashing in.
Exactly, calming music, that's the vibe that we're bringing for people.
Smell of tacos.
Yeah, really. Wow.
Maybe the tacos can come after the yoga, but definitely, and in choosing our yoga facilitator, we went with a very seasoned yoga facilitator, Ms. Ida Arzu, who has been excellent working with us for the past couple of years, with our kids, with our different programs, and we thought of it as an opportunity. A lot of people might want to do yoga, but they don't know how to start.
Yeah.
They think of it as, oh, I need to have money to do certain activities. We're making it simple. You literally just need to bring your own mat.
Okay.
Wow.
To experience it.
Now, so who is this event for?
It's literally for everybody.
Everybody.
People have the notion that yoga is a female-dominated activity, but it does have a lot of benefits for everybody. It helps you to relax. Yoga can actually help you to sleep.
Yeah.
Your body is relaxed.
It's like a form of meditation too.
Exactly. Think of releasing all that tension, and you're actually able to relax, you're able to sleep. It helps you when it comes to focusing. A lot of us, we're going at 50 miles an hour every single day.
That is true.
We don't know how to relax. We're sitting at home, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. You cannot relax, and because you cannot relax, your body cannot recharge. So
Okay.
it's something for everybody.
How many spaces do we have?
Well, it's an open event. What we requested is that people bring their own mats. As long as you bring your own mat, we're not turning anybody away. The way that we're setting up tomorrow's event, of course, will be calming music. Miss Ida will be on the stage facilitating, actually showing you how to do some of the yoga poses, the downward dog and other poses and so forth. It's important to mention that you don't need to be a yoga, you don't need to have been doing yoga for years.
Like
to do it.
proficiency or
Proficiency
Exactly.
doesn't have to be high.
It can be a beginner's activity.
I'm glad you said that, because when I think of yoga, I think of some of these moves that require a little bit of flexibility, and I might be a little bit stiff, I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly, but this is where the skill and the mastery of Miss Ida comes in.
Okay.
She has been doing this for quite some time, and she guides us. When we do it for summer, for example, the kids, at the very beginning, they're like, we want the yoga, what is this? This is like, But the way how all of them gravitate towards it, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's fun.
You've done it as well?
We've been doing it for a couple of years. I'm still at the beginner phase.
Yeah, but you've done it.
Yes.
Your experience. What
I'm still at the
your
beginner
experience?
phase.
What was your experience?
For me, even, and for anybody, even if you feel like you're not as flexible, it's a simple thing where you can actually sit and reflect. You can do the breathing exercises.
I like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
That part is
let me sit
amazing.
down. I'll reflect here.
That
and
part
I'll
is
meditate.
amazing. The stretching all over and so forth. We're not there yet. Maybe we get to there. But it's something that anybody can do. It doesn't have to be where you feel intimidated or something.
How did you feel when you were finished with that sitting down and meditating?
It was quite relaxing. Like for example, last year, we do, for the summer program, we do yoga in the park at DigiPark. So it's something where 2 days a week, the kids are actually out there doing yoga. They love it. They want it more. And as a programs manager, I take the opportunity to do M&E, to make sure that the programs that we're offering are actually hitting the goal. And actually experiencing the yoga program, sitting there, doing some of the deep breathing exercises and so forth. I was going at maybe even 75 miles an hour because we have 400 kids over the summer.
Oh my goodness.
And it was an opportunity to just relax, refresh, refocus, take a minute or so to actually not worry about anything. And it allowed me to be supremely focused afterwards.
Do you still use some of the breathing techniques even outside of that?
Definitely. Mindfulness is a methodology that we've been utilizing in a lot of our social interventions. So for example, our Mengage initiative, just on Wednesday, we had the boys from Sadie Vernon at City Hall for their Mengage session. It's a youth engagement session for young men in terms of emotional wellness, anger management, building that camaraderie, that brotherhood. And it's something that we utilize for all of these sessions. When we're doing our interventions for young women, we do the same thing. When you do interventions for institutionalized children, we do the same thing. Even in my staff meetings, like yesterday, my department and I, we were sitting together planning and finishing our efforts for summer. And it's an important thing to do. It allows people to balance themselves out before you get into something
So I could see where this has had real impact on you and the work that you do. And I like that because now it helps others to open their eyes to see that, hey, this is more than just a free event in the DigiPark tomorrow.
How long is the event?
So, not to make it be intimidating, we're starting off with an hour.
Okay. So 7 to 8.
Yes.
A whole hour?
No, that'll go by so quickly.
No, I'm saying, and it's free
Okay.
for a whole hour.
Exactly. How it usually starts with the breathing exercises, the stretches, and so forth, and then closer to the end of the session, you get an opportunity to relax your body. So it's not that you're going to be doing rigorous yoga for the entire hour. You're going to be standing upside down or anything of that sort. It's an hour. Of course, there's going to be calming music. We're going to be serving light, healthy refreshments, so fruits and so forth after the session. Water will be provided to participants, and it's an opportunity for anybody. The entire family can come out, from granny and grandpa to the kids to the parents. Everybody can come out.
So it will be right on the stage.
It will be right. The stage is what we're going to use for the facilitator, but the open space and the
Yes.
cement
So like the
platform
yard.
in
Yes,
front.
because there's a concrete in front
Exactly.
of the stage.
And once you bring your yoga mat, you don't even have to bring a yoga mat.
Bring
We
a
said
towel.
You can bring a towel. You can bring a blanket, and
Yeah.
we've seen that.
A pillow.
Exactly.
Sleep. Yeah.
It's something, once you bring something to actually sit on, it's going to be much easier for you. Much easier to experience the calming
So you
nature of
sit on the
yoga.
ground though.
Yeah.
Not to sit like a chair.
Yeah, so no chairs tomorrow.
Yeah,
Paul.
right. So you sit on the ground. I like that. I like that. And it's free. What time does it begin?
So it begins at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning
Yeah.
at DigiPark.
7 to 8.
Yeah.
Sun kind of rear its head at that time too. So yeah.
It's good vitamin
have to-
D.
Exactly. We were thinking about the sunrise yoga, but realizing Saturday morning is the only time that a lot of us have to actually stay in bed a little bit longer.
That's
so
true
we
too.
opted for 7 a.m.
I like when we think about
Yeah.
that. Like get your rest and then come get your yoga in.
Exactly. Additional rest.
Yeah,
Alright.
additional rest.
Well, Mike, this is an excellent initiative. We hope that people take advantage of it and they go out to the DigiPark 7 o'clock for yoga in the park. Bring a mat, bring a blanket, bring a towel, bring a pillow. Just bring yourself and go out and enjoy a moment of relaxation. Thank you so much.
Before we wrap up, I just want to ask Michael if he have any teachers in his life or throughout the course of his educational journey that he'd like to wish Happy Teacher's Day to, man. This is Teacher's Day.
To pick one would be very
Yeah,
selfish.
well, give
I
me
would
out
say.
there.
But there definitely have been people who have been mentors and teachers all along, even now. Of course, I started off at St. Mary's Primary School, so everybody who has been a past teacher, principal, and even current at St. Mary's Primary School, going into Edward P. York, SJC, and now UB. And then, of course, I come from a family of teachers.
Yes, I was going to say that,
Yeah, so I also have to wish, I would say, not to anybody specific, but a Happy Teacher's Day, and including for those that might not be teachers by professions, but by profession, but who teach us along the way. So your mentors as well.
Yeah,
I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put a bow in the conversation.
All right. Well, we take a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, me and Paul will be challenging ourselves to a TikTok challenge with high stakes, coffee or dancing, to whatever our producer chooses. Just a moment of humiliation. I'm excited to see Paul take the stage and dance his heart away. We'll be right back.
We access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
Prepare for the sweltering heat with a Rheem AC unit to keep you and your family cool and cozy. Get the recommended BTU for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save some much-needed cash with an inverter unit, which provides superior energy efficiency. When the heat is on, stay cool with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Rheem. Available at Belize. Quality and savings.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP. 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah,
we're back. And we have a game challenge that we're going to jump into. Paul, I'll give you the opportunity to explain the rules.
So they call it the TikTok challenge. I guess it's because it's one of those viral TikTok games.
What would you name this?
I would name it. I call it blow something. I'll figure out the name by the end of the segment. Let's call it the TikTok game right now. But here's the rules, right? There's several aspects or several things to this rule. The first is you have a balloon, and the main objective is to blow your balloon up, like, and then take the air and move the cup with the air.
Got it.
Right? So I'll be on this side and you'll be on that side, and we have the same objective. The thing is, when I move the cup, my goal is to move the cup past your black, your little black thingy, your little black, whatever that is.
This is the goalie. Goal.
Yes, so it's a goalie, right?
Yeah.
My objective is to try to move it past your black
and
one.
even if it falls off the table this
and even
side,
if it falls off the table that side, it's fine. And your goal is to use the air from the balloon and try to move it past my black one.
Got
Now, here's the thing though, if you move it with the ear and you have it drop off the side, you lose a point.
Okay.
But if you have it past the black and drop off from this side, you gain a point. It doesn't have to fall off. You could just pass it, but even if it falls off, you won't lose a point.
Got
but if it falls off the side, you lose a point.
Okay.
The person with the most points wins a drink of their choice.
Yeah.
Today. The person with the least points gets to dance on top of this table for 1 minute, right? So that makes sense?
All right, got it.
That makes sense to you all?
Position ourselves.
All right. So
And
wait.
we begin with.
Wait, let me hear the producer tell me when to go. Yeah, you lose a point.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You started negative already. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. I am not dancing on that table.
One point. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
You got it. You got it.
Do you have negative 3? No, she not lose it. Middle. I don't. Middle.
I will cry.
That counts. That's a point. Well, you actually are still in the negative, you know. I got 2 points and she got negative 1. And it's all catch comfy on the side.
Are you crying?
Getting the M.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
That's a fun game. I think that's the most fun game I've played on this because let me breathe. Let's breathe. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah.
That was laborious.
Yes. The hardest part is
being serious.
No.
I think that for me was the challenge.
Yes, and then having to blow it enough where you kind of have to counter.
One of his eye red.
Yeah?
One of your eyes are red.
That was just from the laughing.
Okay.
So, and then the blowing.
So you get a cup of coffee. And I have to dance for 30 seconds. 30 seconds over here. It's a good thing I have some amazing dance moves. Yeah. I do not know what song they're going to choose. All right. No. Wow. This is the best I got, guys.
You're doing good.
Is it 1 minute yet? No? Not a minute yet? No, we done. This sample done. We're done. A minute. I can't lose like this every time, man. All right, we done.
And that's how we do humiliation rituals here.
Definitely.
And open your eyes. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to continue the dancing. Well, at least a celebration. We have the Carnival Association joining us, and they're going to talk about the launch of this year's carnival season. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Son of my balloon truck.
No, do not touch us.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy 8. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Rock, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about signal, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment. For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development.
But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology. It's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures. Customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter. Smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights. Distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids, and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Protect your motor, secure your property. Oh yeah, home protector insurance got you covered, you see. Covered, you see. From motor to property, and even marine. We'll keep you safe no matter where you've been. No matter where you've been, no matter where you've been. Get the peace of mind that only we can bring. Oh yeah. With our insurance, you will never fret or sing. Never fret or sing. We offer bonds and so much more. So much more. Home protector insurance, we got what you're looking for. What you're looking for. Secure your...
Calling all the young stars across the Stan Creek District. This is your moment. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026 auditions are heading to the culture capital, Dangriga. Join us on May 16th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Alejo Beni Park and show us what you've got. Singing, dancing, drumming, poetry, acting, whatever your talent is, we want to see it. This is all about the kids, the energy, and the future stars of Belize shining bright. Bring your confidence, bring your vibes, and bring the family to cheer you on. Don't miss your chance to be a part of Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026. It all starts at the auditions.
All right, welcome back, guys. We are jumping into our final conversation this morning, and I want to quickly say before we introduce them, tell me how they blow hard, the dry punta. I just want to say, you can't expect me not to blow hard when I literally had a segment, they blow balloon, they laugh, they cry. Of course, I'm winded the punta guys, you know? I try. Anyways, we have this morning two representatives here to talk about the carnival, the start of the carnival season, really, and to get you guys pumped and excited for what's coming in the month of September. Yeah. We have here with us Eugene Trench. He's a representative of the Carnival Subcommittee of the Carnival Association as well. And we have here with us a representative of one of the newest carnival bands set to take the road this year as well, Carla Thompson. She represents Rhythm Rockers. Guys, thanks so much for joining us this morning. It's exciting. You see, we're opening up the thing with our lead dancing already.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. You read the vibe.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
But before we begin, Sabrina and Paul, we just want to wish the Minister of Culture, Honorable Francis Fonseca, a speedy recovery on behalf of the Carnival Association and all the carnival bands.
Yes.
Because his help is tremendous when it comes to carnival.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we definitely send well wishes to him and speedy recovery as well. I was telling them earlier that this time around, I know, yes, last year was a celebration of the 50th
right.
Year of Carnival, but for some reason it feels like there's this breath of fresh air, right? There's this this new excitement that promises that 2026 Carnival will be bigger and better. And you kind of shared your thoughts on that already, Eugene. Take me back to what you were saying is really perhaps the root of this newness and this new feeling that we have.
Okay, one thing about it, Sabrina and Paul, is that we're going to have more bands this year.
Okay.
So there's an increase in the band in the non-competing and in the juniors. We have an increase in bands. And one of the things the association decided that a lot of restrictions that we used to do with the carnival in terms of costumes and how your king and queen should be with wheels, etc., etc. We sat with the head judge, Mr. Jerome Ali, and we all come to a conclusion and say, look, the fans and spectators out there want to see a beautiful costume. They don't want to know how much wheels it's on. They don't want to do this. Once a costume is beautiful and it's good, it's a go. But the most important thing is that the costume must match your theme.
Okay.
That's the most important part of the costume. You know, like for example, you can say you're doing a Cinderella story. Then when you look, you see what's a window off.
Yeah.
You know, some things like that. So the costume must match your theme, and that's why the judges, they go to the mass camps and see more or less the themes and how everything is going.
So just for clarity, are you saying that there's not a requirement for like the king and queen to be structured on wheels this time around?
No, I think it used to be what happened with the king and queen. It used to be that it cannot stand at its own.
Okay.
Like for example, if the player comes out of the costume, it must be on a stand, but if you come out of the costume and it stands at its own, then they usually consider it a float.
Oh, okay.
But now we change that and we say, look, once a costume can stand alone and it match your team and the judges see you're moving with the costume, you're all to go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean at the end of the day, floats don't move on their own. Floats require a truck, right? So there is still a level of involvement from the person wearing the costume that is necessary.
Yes, but wearing the costume. And you know, Paul and Sabrina, is that if you look at Carnival internationally, especially the Caribbean countries, and you watch the people, you see some huge costumes.
Yeah.
But if you notice, sometimes you can't even see the player in the costume because they
Mm-hmm.
blend right in and it looks so good. Beautiful. So that's the idea we want to give to the bands.
I like that. And the less restrictions you put, the more you open up for creativity.
Exactly.
And I think that's what you all are aiming for,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
More creativity.
yes, more creativity, and make sure it match your team.
And make sure it match your team.
The team that you're
So Miss Thompson, what's the story with Rhythm Rockers? How did you all get to where you are today?
Well, good morning. It's been a dream of mine for so many years. I've been around Carnival. I danced Carnival as a child, and I have a lot of nieces, and they wanted to say, Auntie, make we start our own group. So that's the way Rhythm Rockers come about, and the name just want something catchy, you know, so everybody could, or would look forward to see Rhythm Rockers on the road come Carnival Day.
So how does it feel to finally be at the point where you're actually making this dream a reality?
It feels very good.
Yeah.
I have sleepless nights because, you know, Carnival now is something easy now, like you just wake up and things happen. It takes process, it takes time, creativity, because you have to have the mindset of where your team will be. And like Mr. Eugene say, you have to put everything in order. So yeah, it's going well.
How many members or revelers do you have a part of the team right now? Are you a junior band or a senior band? Okay, junior.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now I'm looking for 50.
Yeah, you're recruiting.
So I'm recruiting. So anybody who want to bring their babies, they could call me at 612-2047, and I'm looking at Farmers Road Extension.
How in your view does Carnival, how does it impact children?
With creativity, you know, being around friends, you know, somebody just come meet new friends, hang out with old friends. So it impact them a lot. Bring creativity to life. Somebody make up, say, make we do this, you know, create dances. somebody and give you like least do this or do that, but it helped me a lot in our creativity.
Mr. Trench, how is it that you all have been able to get through the roller coaster of this year and still make it to this point where you're moving full steam ahead?
Paul, what happened is that, sometimes sitting down together and discuss as a group, we let hot heads turn to cool heads. I think that the premature of some of the bands, they had some problems. They felt that was their way. The association, it wasn't our way to do. You notice we didn't back and forth. We lay back, but when everything settled down, everything calm, and now we're having a carnival. So that said it all, that things are going forward.
Yeah. What are we looking at in terms of how many bands we have showing interest at this point?
Right now we have 15 bands.
Wow.
We have
That's
6.
good.
How many did we have last year?
6, I think we had 6 and 3, 9, 10 and 2 non-competing. So
Okay.
So we are already at 15?
Yes, we're already at 15. We have 6 junior, we have 5 non-competing and 4 senior bands.
How does volume in terms of the amount of bands, how does that impact the day of Carnival? What does that do for you?
We have a saying, Belize, Paul, the more you say, the more you like.
That's a good saying.
Yeah, the more you say, the more you like, and I think more bands on the road will people get that feeling that yes, it's Carnival, because I don't care what nobody says. Belize City is the only city that has a Carnival. Yeah. The rest of the district has a parade along with Carnival.
And there are rules to this as well, That's
Shots
one of the things.
fired. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Shots fired.
I want to get back to that. There are rules to it as well. I mean, as you mentioned, the difference between them, and also what you experience as spectators, what we look for in terms of like showcasing that in our national coverage too. It's all to tell a story of our culture here in Belize. We are looking at the potential of this being a tourism product. Even
it should
and to
be.
see the buy-in from the Minister of Culture, even I think that also showcases that too.
That shows his commitment.
From the association standpoint, though, Mr. Trench, explain to viewers who might not have ever experienced a carnival what judges they look for in terms of that display and what they judge in terms of what these bands are bringing for competing bands, of course.
Yes, okay. The creativity is number one. That's what the judges look for. They look for the durability of the costumes on the road. Then they have a judging point at the J Park, and they have one what we call a slap in the Marian Jones. What the judges look for one, and this year I must say that the bands have decided that the senior bands cut down from the minimum isn't 100, it's 75.
Okay.
And the juniors from 50 to 45.
Okay.
They decided they wanted that. They figured they can get their revelers and get it going. Yeah. But the judges look like I mentioned, Sabrina, is that the creativity and you match the team, durability of the costume, and the spirit of Carnival. Those are the key things the judges look for judging a Carnival.
Well, look, we are just beginning the Carnival conversation for the season. We're going to be having a whole lot more conversations. Yes. We're going to be having the bands on set throughout the course of the next few months, I'm sure. I'm sure we're even going to see your face.
Oh, yes.
Some of all the events.
Well, I'm going to mention and finish the events that's coming up.
Yeah, and one of the primary ones that's coming up, let's jump right
into it. Is the Carnival launch.
It's the launch of Carnival.
That set the bar rolling.
How does this set the stage for what can we expect?
One is that when you have a Carnival launch, you bring out everybody to meet the band leaders and meet some of the bands. And most of the bands, I believe that they do registration. So if you have, and you know how you go with Carnival is that I go to this booth, as if I like that costume. Yeah. That look kind of good. Make a walk home.
Yeah.
When I walk home, I say, well, also think that band they look like.
So you can kind of shop around and say, this is the band for you. I like that. Yeah, I didn't either.
Yes, you could shop around and the band themselves as their marketing people.
Recruiting.
Recruiting, you know, it's like you're recruiter, you know, you want to jam, I could offer this or I could offer that. So it's a whole family fun day. And it's from, you know, children, it's from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the House of Culture. I think the theme for this year launch is colors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, colors. So you expect to see bright colors and expect to see a lot of things out there. Food, drinks, children games, everything will be out there.
What can be expected from Rhythm Rockers?
Excitement. You know, we want to bring the hype.
Yeah.
We need Rhythm Rockers, so we want to rock that stage.
Yes.
You know?
There's a stage component to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the launch.
Yes, they have entertainment by the bands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what are they expected? What is expected of the bands?
I think the bands provide entertainment, provide the food, and like I said, they have their booths, so they will be doing the entertainment. It can be drama, it can be dancing, it can be anything.
And this is all a part of displaying.
Yes,
and
displaying.
even
If the bands want to display their
do some fundraising as well.
And fundraising, that's the main part, fundraising.
What do you see the potential of, you know, Carnival in Belize growing to? Because I'm here thinking about the Carnival launch, and I know that in other countries here in the Caribbean, it's a whole experience, just as you mentioned. There's kind of like this inauguration of it coming, you know, into the Carnival season in Jamaica, in Trinidad, where just as we were mentioning, you shop around to see if this is the band for you. And there are different like packages, different tiers to it even, that you get like this VIP experience if you're a part of the Carnival too. So tell me about what people get when they are a part of the Carnival, especially if there are offerings like that.
Well, honestly, the bands, they operate their own independent way of doing business. So the association doesn't really interfere with that. But one of the things we have suggested to some of the bands, tell them, look, if you look at Carnival in the Caribbean, you try to sell a package deal. You know, your liaison with airlines, the hotels, maybe a tour company, and you offer a package, say for example, 4,000 Belize. You sell that package and say, look, I fly you to Belize, put you in a hotel, give you a costume. The next day I arrange maybe an inland trip or a key trip with the group. And then you go and then you enjoy Belize as a tourist, yet participate in Carnival. So the bands definitely have their package where I believe that they're going to do it, especially the seniors.
Just based on my experience, that's why I was commenting earlier, the bands, they do that. I don't know it's to the extent of regional marketing, but locally we see, especially some of the non-competing bands, they have tiers. They have tiers where you pay a certain amount and you use this specific costume. You're in this specific group, and maybe this might just come with this amount of drinks and this kind of drinks, and then the higher you get, the more you pay. The different the experience. What are a couple of the other experiences at the launch? I just want to ensure we cover fully. We'll have food. What else we'll have?
Not soft and not so soft. We have entertainment, very bouncy homes. We have food for children, cotton candy, like, you know, hot dogs, things for children. You have food for adults. You have games of chance, I believe, will be there for the bands, because each band is responsible for their own section to raise their own money.
I see live entertainment from Ernestine Carballo as well.
Ernestine should be here, you know, DJs should be here. They'll have cocktail tables. If you want a specific table, you can buy a cocktail table.
What's the price?
It's $10 for adults and $5 for kids.
Wow.
And the price for the cocktail tables?
$50.
$50? Okay, and you said that it's, I believe it's said on the flyer, it's mentioned that it's by reservation, so you have to
reserve
that ahead of time.
Outside of this event, can you go over what other events are coming up?
Okay, we started the launch May 23rd. Then August 15th is the King and Queen competition. That's going to be at the Belize Civic Center. Then after the King and Queen, we have the mass camps visits. That's a week before the Carnival. Then the famous Juve is...
Juve.
Yes.
They got that again this
year? Man, they have to. That's one of the biggest things next to the Carnival. That's September 5th, the morning of Carnival. Begin at the usual The only thing we're watching, which I don't think it will affect, is that we know they're going to be renovating the Belcan, take it down and stuff like that.
I don't think about that.
but we usually start more towards the BWS.
Yeah, not upon this side, on the next side.
Yes, on the south side. Yes, on the south
I
side.
mean, just have to start more lower down.
Yes, they will move from the Civic down.
Yes,
yes. But that we're going to work with the City Council to see how's that going. But the route for the Jovial is the same. Then, of course, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the road march begins out at Lord Rayburn Plaza, Memorial Park areas, the same route.
Okay, we'll go again with the road.
Yes, I think that's a fixture. We haven't had any complaint, and a lot of people love it.
Yeah.
So
I personally love it.
Yes,
You get the nice sea breeze. You have the access to the park as well.
Right.
So
it's a good. I think that was a wise decision made that year, and I think everybody realized, when everything first happened, people will have little concern and everything, but they get to say, look, this is the way we're going that way.
I think for, just to emphasize, people have heard it here, Carnival Day is September 5th, right?
Right.
So if you didn't know, and if you're asking, well, now you know. Carnival Day is September 5th, so a lot of people, their ears are thinking, all right, when I could book my ticket, when should I book my ticket?
But
So
we have
September 5th.
can I say something? We have a change in the mass camp.
Yes.
It's not in September. We have the June and we have been in July.
Oh.
They change it? Okay.
No, I think it's changed. No, what happened is that we had a little plan we suggest to the bands, but I think they came up with something, and I must say, like what Ms. Carla said, is that the only date hasn't been set is the mass camps. Now we have to confirm it, because one thing with the mass camps, we got to work with the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to work with them, and when we suggest to them, they would dip in and say, something better, you do this than this, and then we go.
Especially since it's at night time as well.
When those times are finalized, we welcome you all.
Definitely,
to come
no
up,
problem.
And then we'll talk about it, right?
No problem.
Excellent.
All right. Well, once more, the price of the tickets, you said it's $10 for adults, $5 for children. How
Right.
can they get the tickets?
I think it will be on sale next week at the Belize Center, at their box office, and they can get at the gate, which is no problem.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, guys. And it sounds like it's going to be a great carnival 2026. And we encourage people to go on May 23rd to the Carnival Launch Colors Edition, where you get to shop around and see if you find a band for you, and to support Carnival, to support culture, to support tourism right here in Belize.
Yes.
At this time, we do have to wrap things up. We want to say once more, Happy Teachers Day to everyone, all the teachers in the country, and any special teacher to you as well. Happy Teachers Day to them. It is...
I'd just like to ask your camera if they can just acknowledge Miss Darla. I think she came at the
we won't turn the camera, but we do want to acknowledge Miss Darla. Yeah, we could.
From Black Pearl.
Yes, so Miss Darla from Black Pearl is here. Thank you for joining. We would have wished to have you on.
Yes.
Next time we are making
All right, it's May 15th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@greaterbelize.com.
We'd also like to tell you that you could catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BZ, and Instagram for all the behind the scenes content. That's OYE Belize. And we even have TikTok. You could join us on TikTok. That's Open Your Eyes. .bz.
And before I actually go to our phone number, I actually want to give a quick birthday shout out. I hope our producer has that photo queued up at this time. This is a birthday shout out to twins Deborah and Dorla from your family and friends. Happy birthday, Deborah and Dorla. And to anyone else celebrating a birthday today, you can also call us or text us. We have our OYE phone number, that's 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts wide open.
Have a wonderful Friday. Stay cool, stay safe, and we'll catch you on Monday. Bye.
The happiest people alive, somebody say, oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Live me life. The happiest people alive, somebody say, oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Live me life, somebody.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and SMART, bringing people together.